Hello students, we'll continue with the next topic. We remember calculating all the formulas for the sample mean, the mean and the standard error and the difference of means. We'll go through it one. For sample mean x bar, the mean will be nu and the standard error will be sigma divided by root n. For the difference of means x1 bar minus x2 bar, the mean will be nu1 minus nu2 and the standard error will be root under sigma 1 square divided by n1 plus sigma 2 square divided by n2. For the sample proportion, the mean will be p and the standard error will be root under pq divided by n. And for difference of proportions p1 minus p2, mean will be p1 minus p2 and the standard error will be root under p1 q1 divided by n1 plus p2 q2 divided by n2. And difference of proportions p1 and p2, if p1 and p2 the proportion of the populations are same, then the mean will be 0 and the standard error will be root under pq into 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. Basically you will have to just remember for the sample mean and the difference will be easy to calculate. So let's see an example. Given the sample mean x bar is 203 grams and mean nu is 200 gram. Sigma is 10 gram and n equals 64. Calculate the standard error of sample mean. So we have to calculate the standard error of the sample mean. That is the first one. So we have to calculate the standard of the sample mean. The formula is sigma divided by root n. We know that standard error of the sample mean is given by sigma divided by root n. The value of sigma is given 10 gram divided by the size n is given root under 64. So that is nothing but 1.25. Let's see a next example. Sizes of two samples are 40 and 54. Population standard deviations are 10 and 9. Compute standard error of the difference of means, that is SE of x1 bar minus x2 bar. We see the formula for it, that is root under sigma 1 square divided by n1 plus sigma 2 square divided by n2. We know that standard error of the difference of the sample mean is given by this formula. We have the value of sigma 1 square and sigma 2 square as well as n1 and n2. The sizes and the standard deviation of the two proportions are given. So we substitute it and we get it as 2. The next example, if p equals 0.1 and n equals 36, find the standard error of the population. Here the third sample proportion p, the standard error is given by root under pq divided by n. So we have to find the standard error of the proportion, that is root under pq divided by n. P value of p is given, q is nothing but 1 minus p. So if p is 0.1, q will be 1 minus 0.1, that is 0.9. So p into q divided by n, n is 36, which is 0.05. Next example, for the following data, find E of p1 minus p2 and standard error of the p1 minus p2. We have been given the sample sizes 100 and 100 and the population proportions have been given 0.2 and 0.1. We have to find the mean of p1 minus p2. We know that E of p1 minus p2 is nothing but p1 minus p2, capital P1 minus p2, and the population proportions are already given for this sample size and this sample size, that is 0.2 minus 0.1, so which will be nothing but 0.1, and standard error of the population, standard error of the sample mean is nothing but root under p1 q1 divided by n1 plus p2 q2 divided by n2. So root under p1 value is given, q1 will be 1 minus p1. Similarly p2 value is given, q2 will be 1 minus p2 divided by n1 and n2. So that is nothing but 0.05. So we saw the examples. Next we'll see the uses of standard error. Standard error is used to decide the efficiency and consistency of a statistic in as an estimator. It is also used to obtain the confidence level of an estimate. It is used to standardize the distribution of test statistic in testing of hypothesis. So these are the three uses of standard error. The next will come on the actual topic of this unit of statistical inference. We'll go through this topic in the next class. Thank you.